Hello, I'm Flying Forever Upward, and this is the final part of my Sonic the Hedgehog 1LP. Right now we're in Starlight Zone, which is probably the fastest zone in the game. Green Hill Zone has nothing on this. Also, those bomb enemies just passed, and you just saw it explode into 4 red balls, are invincible. The only way they die is when they explode. Can't even kill them when you're invincible. And those green Orbnauts, unlike the red Orbnauts in Labyrinth Zone, do not shoot their spikes at you, so they're pretty much invincible unless you have an invincibility. These staircases go down when you step on them. If you bump your head into the bottom of them, like that, or if you stand on top of them. It's useless to springs there, but like there, the invincibility allows you to kill the green Arbonauts, but you cannot kill the red bomb while you're invincible. Also, I'm taking this slow because up here there's 2 ring boxes, but if you're going really fast, you're gonna miss 4 of them, and you still need to hit both to get enough rings for the final special stage. That band will blow you past the first box, though you will not have enough rings. And this is the final special stage. It's actually really similar to Special Stage 3 in that it's just one big room. It's just one big room, and the Chaos Emerald's in the middle of it. Also, if you have 50 rings at the end of the stage, after collecting all 6 Chaos Emeralds, special stage will not appear. I'm not sure if there's an order to the color of the 8 Chaos Emeralds in this game. There probably is. I think there is in all of the classic Sonic games, but it's different each game. To what color Chaos Emerald will be collecting in such stage. Also, I'm being really late recording this, as it's actually Monday at 5:48 p.m. As soon as I probably finish this, I'm probably going to upload it. I wanted to record this earlier, but I kind of stayed up all night last night, and I usually find out that if I try to stay up all night, the next day I'm probably going to fall asleep during it. I end up falling asleep at 11ish, and then wake up till 5. I believe up here is something that they try to do to help you get all the Chaos Emeralds. I believe it's up here. Maybe it's a little bit later it's toward the end of the level. And I did not know that life was there. That was pure chance. Also these. Gonna be seeing these in Act 3 a lot. Those you jump on the side opposite spike ball and you go up, and it goes up, and then you run over to the side it was just on, and then when the spike ball falls down, it launches you up in the air. And that was what I was talking about. They have 5 ring boxes right there, just in case you did not have enough. You did not have the last cap. And the reason is I kind of like Sonic 1 is that with free acts it kind of drags on really long. I remember I said this, but it really does drag on. So I also don't like Sonic 4 for that too. But then again, I don't like much of Sonic 4 anyway. And I grabbed the image where I should not have been hit. It's bull. Trying to get up here, but then eventually I give up. I believe the boss is coming up soon. A little bit coming up right after. Also, I haven't noticed yet that I can only get really fast when rolling. I've mentioned this before but that's because of the speed cap they had on walking. Running in Sonic 1. They removed that in Sonic 2, and I believe in Sonic 3 they removed the speed cap on how fast you fall. Now here, there's 2 ways to hit this boss. You can either hit him by launching the spike balls into him, or you can use spike balls to launch yourself into him. This is probably, besides the final boss, it's probably probably the hardest boss in the game. Or at least the hardest to figure out. Especially if you're not good at aiming the spike balls. And that was Starlight Zone. Next zone is definitely an interesting zone, to say the least. Grab Raid Zone, the final zone of the game. Also the hardest. There's a bunch of traps here, like that bottomless pit. Fire. I'm gonna take this upper route right here. It's kind of... gotta time your jump here. And down here is 2 ring boxes. Rings are... you cannot get a special stage in here, so if you didn't get all the chaos emeralds by Scrap Ring Zone, then you're kind of screwed. Also, those things there shoot electricity out, and the electricity will hurt you. Like that. It's one of the more annoying traps in Scrap Ring Zone. Also, if these platforms are rotating, you can't jump on them, or you can't land on them. Well, I guess you can stand on them, but it's really hard to stay standing on them because they're rotating. Most of those do lead to bottomless platforms, bottomless pits. I believe one of them does have a ring box, and I believe it's either invincibility or a shield. Not sure which one. Now this is kind of tricky. In an earlier run I did of this level, I remember going through this section with the rotating platforms. I believe that's the bottomless pit with fire. In the previous run, I hit the fire like I did there, but the game slowed down real bad because I had a lot of rings. Slowed down really slow. Also, these are a new enemy we haven't seen yet. They shoot back. They shoot these kind of bombs, sort of. I'm not sure what they are. I believe the bombs. Here's Scrapbrain Act 2. Nice. Now we're inside Eggman's base. Or, okay, maybe. Shit, not Eggman. Dr. Robotnik. Well, technically, that's what Dr. Robotnik is called Dr. Eggman in Japan. Actually, there's a lot of differences between this game's story and Japan in America. In America, this game takes place on Mobius, and I try and remember the name of the island. Is the American version. It's something. I kind of forgot. Try and remember. I believe West Side is like the name of the island in Sonic 2, which don't think they change in between the Japanese version, but it pretty much takes on Mobius, while the Japanese version takes on Earth. Takes place on Earth on Christmas Island. These platforms, if they're rotating, you fall through. Yeah, I have a little bit of trouble here. It takes a little bit of timing with your jumps. And I did not run into that caterpillar. And for this one, it does eventually stop doing that extreme thing, but it's just easier to roll under it. And try not to get. You can actually. I think I died once because those bomb things hit me with their tiny balls, and I fell back into that crushing pillar or cylinder. It is kind of fun being invincible in Scrap Brain Zone. It's because there's so many obstacles you're going to pass by. So you don't feel like you completely wasted it. And actually, right after this stage, we're going to see probably the only cutscene in this game. Okay, technically there's one at the end, but this is kind of the only cutscene during the game. and if you that thing moves, and if you're able to, and if you run past it to go down here, you're taking a nice little shortcut. And if you haven't noticed that, we're in an area similar to Labyrinth Zone. Except now it's gray, and the water is purple. I think that's supposed to mean it's toxic, given that's what the color of the water is in chemical plant zone. I'm not sure if it means the same in this zone, because this is before Sonic 2. And Short does make this act go by really quick. Because that's the end of it. Otherwise, this act takes like 2 or 3 minutes. And now we're at the final zone of the game. We're not really zone, it's just a boss. And that was kind of an obvious Dave stating, or that of mine. This boss took me about 10 tries, probably. Luckily, because it was safe stating, the pattern kind of repeated. I believe it's random, otherwise. That was nice because that made it so I didn't end up spending eternity here. This boss takes 8 hits, and if you haven't noticed, you get no rings for this fight. That's why this boss fight is kind of difficult. 1 hit and you're dead. And you fight this boss fight no matter whether you get the Chaos Emerald or not. And that is it. That's my celebration, crouching, and you have to hit his little egg walker thing. No, wait, it's not egg walker, eggmobile. I forget it. I'm trying to remember what it calls it. And here is the technique. And he pulls out all his Chaos Emeralds. Don't ask where he put them. And somehow he lost them, which... And now we're at the credits, at the end of my Sonic the Hedgehog 1 LP. And here's this is going to be a little remembrance of the game we just LP'd. Well, at least I did. You didn't do anything. You at least watched it though. That kind of almost. That doesn't really look. That doesn't stop me. That spring yard zone. I throw that jump off that wall, then doesn't really follow the physics of Sonic 1, but I don't know. I do not know why this person showing the stops is going backwards, going through both sides, going through the lower route too. As the end of the recording. And that is the end of the game. If you do not collect all like Chaos Emeralds at the end at this section, I'm going to be holding the Chaos Emeralds, laughing at you. Even if you collect 5 of them, you'll still be holding all 6. That's going to be the end of my Sonic the Hedgehog 1 Let's Play. Tomorrow I will be starting my Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Let's Play. Goodbye everyone, I am falling forever upward, and goodbye.